Honestly, I didn't want to make this type of video until something happened at KCON that sparked this entire video. What's up, everyone? I'm Andrew and One Throw Away While, and today, yes, it's gonna be that kind of video. I didn't think I'd be doing these kind of videos, but I've just been thinking about these kind of stuff for a while now. So before I start, I just want to do the whole thing saying that this is all my opinion. These are not facts. These are not like true things that happen in the K-pop world. These are just my opinions. You can disagree with me all you want. I don't want you guys to force to agree with me. You don't have to. No, it's not how it goes. But I'm just saying that everyone is entitled to their own opinion. So you can disagree all you want. I am not here to slander, to bully, to be mean to anyone. I'm just here to state my unpopular opinions. And as I'm doing this, I will also be drawing because it'll just help calm me down. It'll just help me stay calm. So I will be drawing Stray Kids Hyunjin, like right here. I have the template done already. Like, I did a sketch because I get so stressful doing this, like the background sketches. It's too much. So here, do you see it? Do you see it? I will be coloring it in. And this will just help me calm down, you know, because there's a lot of stuff that happened. Alright, so let's start. Number 1. You don't have to stand every single group out there. That's like my number 1 opinion right there. Honestly, this story goes along with KCON. Something happened at KCON. It was just really, you know, intense. And before I go into that story, I just want to elaborate the opinion first. So no one is forcing you to like every single group out there. You can't have groups you don't like, okay? Like, no one's forcing you to. Everyone has their own taste. But even if you don't like a group, understand that there are people who do like the group. So you sort of just have to be like sort of a little considerate of their thoughts because they like the group. And adding on to that, going on to my KCON story, so honestly, it's just really dumb. So I'm there with my friend at KCON, and we're in our seats already, waiting for the show to start, and obviously everyone is settling down, everyone's starting to sit down all next to us, and these two girls sit down next to me, so it's like me, a seat, and then these two girls. So there's a seat between us, right? And, you know, we start talking because everyone's friendly. Everyone's K-pop fans, you know? And we're saying stuff like, oh, so what group are you interested in? What group do you listen to? And, you know, we're making jokes and everything. And then the atmosphere, like, changes. Honestly, wait, if you are watching this and you know who you are, you know who I am, and if you're watching this, I just want to say that I am not here to bully you. I am not here to make fun of you. I just want to point out what you did because I don't think you know what you did, okay? Because this person was very, like, extroverted. She was really friendly. She was really happy, you know? She's really nice. But I think it's because of that she didn't know what she was doing. So, after, like, we started, like, sitting down, you know, we're just talking, the atmosphere changes, and she asked my friend and I, she was like, so who's the girl that no one really listens to? Like the singer? And I turned to my friend and I was like, do you mean Hayes? And she goes, yeah, Hayes, her, like no one listens to her. And I was like, I like Hayes, my friend likes Hayes, we like Hayes. And after that I was just like, you know what, I don't think I could talk anymore. Because it was just so like, I was just so taken back. So obviously I started to ignore her, like sort of just like brush away until Hayes actually starts performing. So obviously Hayes was performing slower songs because she's more of a, you know, I'd say indie, sort of indie, right? She's a little bit. And she sings slower songs, R&B, you know, ballads. And I'm there trying to enjoy her voice, but these two girls are like, I understand you don't like Hayes, like you're not a fan of Hayes, but understand that I, like everyone around you, are sort of fans of Hayes. And they were just talking through the whole thing, through the whole performance. And I felt so bad for the boy in front of her because he was trying to record and all he got was her talking. And the way they were just screaming, like the second song that Hayes was performing, I forgot which was the order, but you can tell one girl was disappointed because she literally screams, "Ugh, another sad song." And I'm sitting there and I'm like, can you stop? I'm trying to listen to her sing. It was just really bad because, like, I guess because they're so extroverted that they didn't know what they were talking about or like doing. It just goes back to my thing, like, I understand that you don't like Hayes or you don't like a group, which is completely fine. No one's asking you to. Just understand that people do like a group and just be considerate of what they think about it. Funny. I messed up on the eye! Damn it, I kept talking about this and I messed up. Hold on, let me just fix this a little. But anyway, yeah, it's just that kind of thing. If you don't like a group, it's okay. But there's a difference between not liking a group and outright bashing a group or being disrespectful for a group. It's not right, it's not good, we shouldn't do that, it's just not good. Alright, I don't like the right eye. Ew, I talked through the whole thing. Alright, so number 2. Comments like XYZ here to support ABC. Those kind of comments, you know what I'm talking about. The ones like I'm this stan, but I support this group. It's one of those things. It's just, I think it's just a me thing. Like, I get what you're trying to do. Okay, I'm here for stopping fan wars. I'm here for joining groups. I'm here for multi-fandoms. But I'm just saying, when people comment things like, ABC here to support XYZ, and it's like, you can, I guess, yes, you can support this group without being a fan of them, but you don't have to announce what fandom you're from. Like, I don't want to name any fandoms out there. I'm just gonna use the term ABC, XYZ, those kind of things. But when I read those comments, it's like, okay, I know you're trying to support them, you support this other group, but there are better ways to saying that. You don't have to announce what group you stand. You know, it's one of those things, like, it's unnecessary. Maybe it's just me, I don't like unnecessary kind of things. But when people say those kind of comments, it's like, why would you comment the group you stand to support another group? That kind of thing. No one really cares about what group you stand, you know. It's just more of, if you're supporting your group, you support a group, but you don't have to say things like what group you stand in order to support someone else. I don't know, it's just me. I don't like those kind of comments. It's so unnecessary. Alright, so number 3. What's alright, so I have it in my notes, okay? I wrote notes for this. Okay, so I have notes, okay? I have notes. So number 3, this one, unlike the first 2, I think it's sort of targeting someone, but it's not in a bad way. So I personally think, like, I love Chaeyoung from Twice, but I personally think that JYP is really wasting her talents. Like, Chaeyoung honestly is so talented in singing, dancing, rapping, all that, and I feel like JYP just doesn't see what she can do. Going back to 16, the survival show Twice was on before they were Twice, Chaeyoung, when she performed Honey, JYP's Honey, I honestly, for me personally, I don't like when contestants perform songs of the judges because I feel like it's just kiss-ups. But when she performed Honey, girl, she like slayed the whole thing. She wrote her own rap, she just like starts burst out into her talent. You know, it's just one of those kind of things I feel like wasted. I don't know, if that one concert, that Twice concert, and she was performing her self-written rap with Rihanna's work as the background music, I think you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about. And she like did her own rap and stuff. That was so talented. Like, honestly, I want to see more of that in Twice. but I understand that Twice is a different image from her. Which, going on to that, if you go back to the Twice Likey performances, and you just sort of look at Chaeyoung, and you just see her, you just look at her face, it's like she doesn't really want to be doing Likey. I don't know, when I see her face in Likey, she just looks really out there. Like, she looks really bored, and she doesn't want to be there, that kind of thing. I don't know, it's just me. I feel like she's so talented, and I don't know. I feel like she's so talented in Twice, but Twice is all talented, I'll tell you that. It's just that maybe some of them, I feel like some of them don't like doing cute concepts over and over, even though it is unfortunately their concept, which is great because I still love cute concept. I'm just saying that I feel like some of the girls would like to break out more into other genres and other concepts and other looks, which maybe they will in the future, which maybe JYP will start to think maybe like they're just doing this for now, and then after that, when they get in a few more years, they'll start branching out to other kind of looks and genres and colors. But for now, I'm just saying that Chaeyoung deserves a little more in Twice, because even that, she doesn't really get that many lines either. So yeah, it's that kind of thing, honestly. Oh no, I don't like this. Man, I don't like this right eye. Oh no. Oh no, where's my eraser? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Alright, we'll see what happens. I messed up on the right eye so bad. I feel so bad. No. Alright, so number 4? Number 4. What's my number 4? Oh, okay, so this goes on to sort of the first one. It's like, if you stay in a group, it's okay if you don't like every single member there. Like, I feel like you don't have to stand every single member in order to stand a group. You can have, you can have members that you don't particularly like. And it's normal because, like, not everyone fits your taste, you know? If you don't like a member as much as the others, it's completely fine. You don't have to. It's like, consider yourself in a group of friends. You obviously, there's always going to be that one moment where you prefer one friend over the other. And that's perfectly fine. That's exactly it. You don't have to like every single member out there. Like, you can have one member you don't like as much and prefer the other one. You can have members preferring over other members. I'm saying that. Like, going back to the group of friends kind of thing, you obviously have that one friend you like more than the other friends. That doesn't mean you hate the other friends. That doesn't mean you hate the member. It's just saying that you prefer one friend over the other, and that's completely fine. What's not fine is hating on a member. There's a difference between not liking a member and hating on a member, okay? Like, if that member you don't really have interest in is maybe their personality-wise, maybe their voice-wise, you know, it's completely fine because, you know, we're all human. We have things we like, we don't have like, but it's not right to hate on things. And especially not right to say you prefer one member over the other because they're not as attractive. That is wrong. Like, their visuals are not as good. That is wrong. That is something, that's when it goes like really toxic. You don't want that. So with things like, I don't like this member because he's just too hyper for me, because this member is too extroverted for me, that's completely fine, you know? It's just one of those things you can't get into. But saying that they're like ugly or like untalented is super wrong. You don't do that. Alright, so number, what is this? 5? Are we on 5? What did I write for 5? Oh, okay, so this one, I feel like I'm gonna get so much hell for this. For this one, I honestly feel so weird when people say that IOI deserve more than 101. Now, listen to me first. Listen to me first. Let me explain. Let me elaborate. Let me discuss. It's not that kind of, it's not like I hate IOI. It's not that kind of thing. It's more, I love IOI, okay? It's not like I hate or like this opinion. It's more of like, I feel like people only started saying that once 101 debuted. And that itself, I feel like, goes against the whole phrase. Like, if IOI deserved better, then they should have deserved better right from they debuted. And honestly, I didn't think that IOI deserved more because I felt like IOI already did so much in their legacy. Like for me, I watched the whole show, you know, I kept up with the show, I kept up with the members, I still like the members in their respective groups. But when they're in IOI, it was a year, okay? But it was 7 months. It was technically 7 months, and they honestly did so much within that 7-month period. Like they had a debut with 2 title tracks, a subunit, which I will be talking about that later, a subunit with One a Man, what a bop honestly still. And then they came back with Very 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 in the fall, and they promoted that for like 2 to 3 months, I think. Again, I just feel like people started realizing they didn't deserve as much, or they deserve better only when 101 debuted. And they start comparing them to 101, but at the same time, it's like you have to understand that Produce 101, Season 1, IOI, was more of a project test group. If I had to make an analogy, I'd probably talk about the first child, second child concept. The first child has to go through everything, so that second child doesn't. The first child has to go through the process first. They have to get the hardships first in order for the second one to improve. So IOI being the first one, if IOI didn't happen, then 101 wouldn't have happened. Oh my god, why are there so many popos? I seriously need to start coloring. Oh my god, I haven't been coloring at all. Anyway, like this is the eyes. These are the eyes so far. I don't know if you can see it. I don't really like it as much, but I'll fix it a little bit. But yeah, going back to 101 IOI. Again, they're like the first child, second child concept. IOI went through everything, so 101 didn't have to. Had IOI been, could they have been planned better? Yes. Could they have a longer term? Yes. Did they expect all the love and attention they have gotten or had gotten? Probably not. They probably didn't expect to get so much love. This is the loudest street in the world. They probably didn't expect to get that much love. Were there conflicts within like members' schedules? Yes, because of, you know, Sejong, Mina in Gugudan, Yeonjung in Cosmic Girls, Chaeyoung in Daya, that kind of thing. And how did they fix that? People loved IOI, so they have to expand the time for 101. Because obviously the people will, if they like IOI, they're probably like 101. Or the season-wise. What happened to things like members who are already in a group? What did they have to do? Minhyun and Sungwoon can't go back to New East and Hotshine until they're done 101. That's the price they had to pay. So it's one of those things, like, when people say IOI deserve better, yes, they did deserve better, but in a sense that you can't compare them to 101 because 101 didn't even exist back then. You can't compare those two with different timelines. If we're talking about who deserved better, then IBI should have deserved better, then JBJ should have deserved better. But that's another story. And then ending this, I just want to say that if 101 had been the first season, if they had debuted first, and then IOI, and IOI still had a 7-month period, that would be unfair. That would be when IOI deserved better. But ending this, IOI they had a great legacy. You know, debut, subunit, comeback, Mama Awards. They won Best Rookie Female Group. They done so much within their legacy that they already deserve what they sort of deserved. When people say things like they deserve better, it just sort of makes me feel a little weird, you know? So yeah, that's my take on that opinion. I seriously cannot talk and draw at the same time. Like, this boy cannot multitask, I'll tell you that. I feel like if I talk when I'm doing this, I just mess up really bad. Number 6? Oh yeah, okay, so this one. This one is also sort of directing a group. So number 6, Day 6. Let me talk about my king's Day 6. Okay, so Day 6, for me, I feel like is the best example of how to make a band, or how a band should work. Now, I love all the other bands out there. I've been a big fan of CM Blue. I've been a big fan of FT Island, and Flying. And Flying is okay for me. And especially The Rose. I freaking love The Rose so much. But I feel like Day 6 is really different from them. Not because music-wise, more of how their group is structured. So at Day 6, I don't know if you guys realize, but in Day 6, all the members sing. They don't realize that, but I'm just saying that in other groups, other bands, not all the members sing. There's always, in other bands, there's always a member, the main singer, and then the lead one, and then the backups. See, here's the thing. Oh no, his nose looks so weird. In Day 6, there's no main singer. Like, the line distribution is really, really fair within Day 6. And I think you guys realize that. While in the other groups, I'll take the Rose for a moment because I feel like they're such a good group right now. The Rose, you see Sammy singing mostly all the notes, which is completely fine. And you see Woo-chan also singing because he's the lead vocal. But then my bias is Jaehyun. And he's mostly singing the backup vocals, like excluding the drummers, because I feel like that's a different story with drummers, like because they don't have lines. It's more of their instrument wise because they'll have to focus more on the instrument. But I'm saying that Day 6 is so different because they have different voices in there. Yes, the Rose, CM Blue, and Flying, FT Island all have different voices. I'm just saying that there's always one person singing the most of the song and then another person, and the others are backups. So when you see Day 6 performing, you see Sungjin singing, you see Young K singing, you see Day 6 singing, you see Wonpil singing. While in other groups, you see Sammy singing, you see Woo-chan singing, and that's it. In CM Blue, you see Younghwa singing, you see Jonghyun singing, that's it. While the other one, I forgot, oh my god, what is his name? The other one, I forgot his name, oh my god. But the other one, the other bassist, he can sing too, but it's just that they don't give him lines. So yeah, bringing that to Day 6, Day 6 is a good example because all of them have equal line distributions. Man, it is hot in my room. So like when the backups sing, they don't get as much screen time, they don't get as much recognition, they don't get as much lines, and I feel like that's just a little bit unfair because they are super talented in singing, they know how to sing, they just don't give it. Where's my flashlight? I have to turn my AC, man, it is hot in here. Alright, moving on to number 7? Yeah, number 7. Alright, so this one's also about a group. So this one, I think, the second I'll say these 3 letters, I think you guys will know what I'm talking about. NCT! NCT, I both love and hate their concept. One side, what I love about it is because they show, because of the whole system thing, the whole like rotation members thing, I feel like it's so cool to know that there's going to be so many members within a group, even if there are so many members, but I'm saying that there's going to be a lot of different colors, tastes, genres, members, different kind of faces in their group. And I feel like it's really good in promotion, because like you get to experience a lot of things within one group. So on the other side, what I find annoying about this whole thing is because like, if you're going to have a group with so many members, you're gonna have to like promote all of them, not just expose, like overexpose Taeyong, Mark, and most likely Lucas. There's other members, and other members should have equal time to shine rather than just them. Like, I want to see more of Johnny. I want to see more of Jisung, you know? I want to see more of Chenle. So that kind of thing is like, if you think about making so many members, you have to take consideration about how to sort of show off all these members instead of just making them as backgrounds for like the popular ones. And then there's another thing. Okay, so again, saying that there's gonna be infinite members within this group, within NCT, does that mean that SM won't ever have any other groups coming out, any other boy groups coming out? Because like, if everyone's gonna debut in NCT, that means no more future boy groups? No more future SM boy groups? Is it just me? Or am I the only one who thinks like that? Because it's It's one of those things you have to be very, very be careful of. But yeah, again, if you're making so many groups like that, you have so many members like that, you have to sort of take in consideration with all the members' talents and skills and personalities. So yeah, that kind of thing. So this is so far. I don't know if you can see it. It doesn't look like him so far, but we'll see what happens at the end. I still have to draw his mole. His cute little mole. I love him. Oh, we're on number 8? Right, okay, so number 8. Title songs are not the best songs on the album. Most albums, they have good title songs. Most albums, they have songs that are the best in the album. But most of the time, they are not. I'm just saying that, whoa, Hyunjin has really nice eyebrows. It's like there's a difference between title songs and B-sides. Like there's a complete difference, and I find it so interesting. So basically, title songs are structured and made to be familiar with the audience. They're made to be catchy. They're made to have a fun dance, or like a really good dance or a recognizable dance, because they have to perform it. B-sides, they're mainly more for exploring other genres and, you know, colors and type of music. So sometimes when you have when you like B-sides more than title songs, it's completely fine. It's so fine. It's okay. It's natural, you know, because B-sides, you get to see another side of the group, another color of the group, which again cannot be shown within title songs because they're more for performances, while B-sides are more for, I think, personal taste, I guess. So yeah, I have a lot of albums that I prefer B-sides over the title track. It's natural. It's completely fine. They don't have to be performed. I feel like it'll be nice to see some of the songs live, but if it's not, it's completely fine because it's so good to listen to just by yourself. So yeah, why do I not have good color pencils? Honestly, I deserve color pencils. Alright, so what are we on now? What number are we on now? Number 9? How many MPs do I have? I probably have 10. But number 9. What's number 9? Okay, this one, it sort of annoys me too. Okay, I don't want to be that person and be like, oh, the second generation is better than the new generation. No, I don't like that kind of thing. But the thing is, I feel like whatever time you got into K-pop, whether it's now or yesterday or like a few years ago, I feel like it wouldn't hurt to go back to listen to some songs. Because yes, there are so many bops with the new generation, but that doesn't mean there are any good songs in the past generation, you know? And I feel like it doesn't hurt to go back and listen to some songs because they're all good songs. Music is timeless. I still go back and listen to 1980s music. They're all really good songs. There are good songs out there, and if you have a specific taste, go check it out. It's just that I don't like seeing second generation fans forcing new fans to be like, oh, this generation's better than the other generation. No, there is no best generation, you know. It depends what time you get in, and yet it doesn't matter what time you got in, because music is timeless. You can like music from any generation, you just have to go back and check it if you want. And honestly, if you do, there's no loss, you know? You don't lose anything. You can only gain or not gain. So I'm just saying that there are good songs in all generations. You know, I like old songs, I like new songs, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying that people should really be more open-minded in the years of K-pop and just sort of check out what they had in the past, because they're all really truly bops. There were bops before the word bops were even invented. Alright, this is actually going okay. It's not the best, but it's okay. Alright, this is Hyunjin so far. It's not as going. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Art is never perfect. He has such pouty lips. Oh, his lips are so cute. What's the last one? My last opinion. Okay, this one gets me really upset actually. When people label the visuals and the face of the groups as untalented, and useless. First of all, they're visuals for a reason, okay? They may not be as strong or in dance, rap, singing, whatever, in those kind of fields as the main ones in the group, but they carry just as much into the group. You know, they do just as much. They are visuals for a reason. They're the faces of the group. Like, they help with recognition, okay? When you get into a group first, usually, most of the time, the first person you notice when you have no idea of the group is usually the visual, usually the one you find most attractive. And that's the point of visual. They bring in the recognition within the group. They're the face of the group. They're the center. So when people say things like they're not helpful in like the talent field, it's not their fault they're beautiful. It's not their fault they're the visuals. Like, I can't stress enough how I think they're like, how I officially like think that they're in charge of helping people get into their groups. Because of them, people usually get into the groups and then they spread out. Like, they start realizing the group, they start learning about the group. They're like the unofficial gateways, in the best way possible, gateways to get into the group. Because when you notice them, then you'll start noticing the group. Because if they just catch your eye first, whatever they do, even if they're not as talented as the rest of the members, that doesn't mean they're useless. So when people say that, it's like, are you serious? No member is useless. It's all in your head. Like, it's not their fault for looking better than the others. However, this only becomes a big problem if a person does get into a group through the visual and refuse to listen or like refuse to look at the other members, refuse to learn about the other members. That's when it gets sort of problematic. Because if you're going to like a group, again, like, you don't have to like every single member. I'm just saying that you should at least acknowledge that they're in the group. Like, you don't have to like them, but know that they're there, instead of refusing and just looking at the visuals. So yeah, again, this goes back to the other opinion. You don't have to like every single member, but you have to acknowledge that they are a member. You don't have to like every single group, but now you have to acknowledge that they are a group. I can't stress these kinds of things enough, honestly. Hair is honestly still so difficult to draw. Ugh. This doesn't look like him. Oh my god. Now I'm getting upset. Why is his hair like this? The thing with hair, I never really know how to draw like where the highlights are, or like where the light strikes. With things like skin and like face-wise and clothes-wise, completely fine. But with hair, I find it so difficult. Like, I don't know where the light is. Show me the light, please. Aggressively coloring hair. Literally, life. This looks like... He looks like someone else, honestly. I can't put my tongue on it. Who? Oh, I messed up on the hair! Same thing with ears. Ears? Have you ever noticed that ears are just so different? Oh, he has a mole in his neck? Oh my god, that is so cute. I didn't even know that. His hair is so weird. I swear to god, I don't even want to show you guys anymore. His hair is so weird. I am so mad at myself. I am ashamed as an artist. His hair is so weird. I need to take hair lessons. Honestly, at this point, it's so hot in my room. I'm so tired. This whole video has been so long. Alright, so the final touch. His little mole underneath his eye. If I mess this up, I'm gonna cry. So it's like, I need to sharpen this first. It's like right beneath his eye. So right here. There we go. It's a little dark, but it's okay. We love a dark Hyunjin. And a little mole here. And that's okay. That's not the best drawing I've made, but it's okay. It's okay. Alright. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2. It doesn't... The camera has bad, what do you call? Has bad lighting, but it's a lot darker. It's a lot darker in person, I'll tell you that. It's just I have no good camera quality. But this is my Hyunjin. I'll pop this photo right here. I'd say it's not the best one I've drawn. I've drawn better ones. I'm so sorry, Hyunjin. I'm so sorry, but yeah, right from the start of this video, I messed up on the I because I was talking to the whole thing, and I'm sorry, Hyunjin. I love you. But yeah, concluding this video, this has been my unpopular opinions. Hopefully, I didn't offend you guys. I don't mean to offend anyone again. This is all my opinion. You can disagree all you want. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But this has just been in my mind for a long time, honestly. Important things, you don't have to stand every single group. You don't have to like every single member of a group. Just know that every member has something to do within the group. Thank you guys for listening. We have a lot more reactions coming up, so look out for that. Like and subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you next time. Bye.